Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to another video on another trailer thoughts review. And so I'll give my thoughts on another trailer that just came out. And I wanted to see what pops. I just did my pop update, so you can check that out. So more licorice. No, next trailer is, of course, because it's another thoughts on another Disney film. Of course, Disney is everywhere now. They want to be on top of the world. They want to be everywhere now. After the biggest Disney insult for me as of yet was seeing the atrocious Lion King remake, which I call bullshit on calling it animated. What's the point of calling it making it look like it's live action, and when you're just calling it an animated movie? But it's now the highest rated animated movie of all time. I call bullshit. I'm sorry. I don't count that as animated. If it's live action looking, for realistic live action, what's whatever on that. I'm not getting on that bull crap on that now. But just giving my thoughts on this next trailer from Disney, and it's another live action remake. Yes. But this one I'm not quite as mad at, though. I'm not. Actually, this one I kind of do look forward to, because it looks like the film looks very simple, because the story is simple for it if you've seen the original movie. But just how the way how the way the film is, it looks simple to me. I don't know how I could put it in my mind. In my mind, that's how I think. That's how I look at it. But it's the live action remake of Disney's Lady and the Tramp. So Lady and the Tramp, which it's not going to theaters, which it probably would bomb though. But because Lady and the Tramp, because it's going on this Disney Plus stream, which I don't know what I do with this whole Disney Plus stream is. I mean, Disney, they want to make everything and to be everywhere and be everything. This whole stream, I never care for this whole streaming thing to begin with. Well, whether it's Disney Plus or not, this whole streaming thing, sounds like a dumb word to me. So, but it's coming on this though, and it's not gonna be released in theaters. But basically, I think it probably they want to release in theaters. Probably it's not gonna do that well because it's a lesser known name to most people nowadays. I mean, where is it? Sure, I have it. Looking at it, looking at. Here it is. Oh, I can't reach it. Here it is. And I don't think I reviewed the film, to be honest. So I don't think I ever did review this movie. But yeah, Lady and the Tramp. This is another classic film as well. But for the film, for this new live action, I probably will give some props to it. For the most part, it looks like they did use real dogs, except for the moving in the mouth part, though, like we do with other talking animal movies. So for the most part, they look like they use real dogs. Some bits they could CG though, but I think they did use for the most part, from what I got from the trailer, it looks like they did use real dogs. So I'll give them props for that. Wasn't just CGI'd characters like from the recent live action ones, like the Jungle Book or the the Lion King. But it's like, yeah, the effect of the usage of real dogs in this live action remake of Lady and the Tramp is much better. I also say this: I think this trailer looks much better than the entire movie of the Lion King remake. That's the worst movie for me this year, and the trailer for this film, the live action remake of this film, looks much better than this Lion King remake. Not even kidding. Not taking it back. I'm sorry. But I give props to for the most part, it looks like they use real dogs. For the most part. Except for using the CG mouth moving. Lady is voiced by Tessa Thompson, who played Valkyrie from the Marvel MCU, which she also appeared with Chris Hemsworth again in Men in Black International, which I did not like. That's easily the worst Men in Black movie. But she voices Lady, and Tramp is voiced by Justin Thurix. I can't pronounce this guy's last name. So, for the most part, I haven't seen the original animated movie in quite some time though, but for the most part, for what I gather, it does look like a, well, they're always changing everything from originals to remakes, so, but for the most part, for this film, it looks simple enough. I can't say this word, the word is simple though, but everything in the film looks pretty decent for the time, because it takes place in the back in the old days, the uses of the carriages and stuff like that, and then of course when before the title shows, you got the famous spaghetti eating scene, which just showed them looked like Tramp giving her the one last meatball, which that is one of the most iconic, to me, the most iconic Disney scenes in Disney history, the famous spaghetti eating scene in Lady and the Tramp. I mean, who does not forget this very iconic scene? So, and for the most part, when I saw that before the title showed up in this trailer, it looked like it was playing off that scene pretty good. So, I don't know. I'm just gathering what I see in the trailer. It could just end up being messed up when I first see the movie. Well, first of all, I don't care. I don't care if I'm using Disney Stream. I'll just probably wait for it when it comes out on DVD, which is gonna probably be next year in 2020, because this comes out November 12th, so it's going to wait for it to come out in DVD next year. So, got a long ways to go. But Lady and the Tramp, with this trailer, I'm not quite as mad as, like I said, as I was for the Lion King remake. Not by a long shot. No, Lion King just pissed me off so much. Made me offended as one of my all-time. As a huge fan of one of my all-time favorite movies / Disney films, that pissed me off and it made me offended, insulted me so much. So yeah, Lion King pissed me off all this much high, but Lady and the Tramp, and I'm not fully mad at it because people were saying because this is a much earlier film. I think it took place in the I forget, maybe in the, when this year came out? Usually it says a year on here, but crap, hold on a second. Oh, just give me a second. I'll look it up right now. What year? Yeah, 1955. I thought it was 1955, but I wasn't sure, so yeah. I mean, like I said, it's a lesser known one. Well, today, people probably don't remember the old movie. Well, except the people like me. Probably because, well, Dumbo from this year was not that huge of a hit, like compared to the Jungle Book or the Lion King. So I don't know why why Dumbo did not make that much as the Lion King, because it's an older one. Dumbo was much older. That was 1941. So people are looking for the live action. It's like Aladdin made over $1 billion because that was 92. Lion King made over $1 billion and that was 94. So I guess, older ones like Lady and the Tramp or Dumbo are not meant to be making money. So, although I can't say that because Maleficent, that was from Sleeping Beauty, that made over 700 million. So I guess it depends on which Disney characters is being used in a Disney film. Depends on that. So, but anyway, it's just I don't know what I can say though. It's just Lady and the Tramp. Like I said, I'm not quite as mad about it, but to me, from this trailer, it looks better than the Lion King or Aladdin. I've not seen yet Aladdin though, but I got nothing from the trailer, nothing. So I just probably say this is. Oh, what more I can say? I'm running out of words to speak because I said the same thing, so that's why I'm stumbling here again. I'm not mad about it as it was for the Lion King though, but and I think they use the more usage of real dogs instead of just mostly just CGI entirely. Maybe I'll give props to this film. So, but including other voice cast members in this film, you got Ken Jeong, which I'm not that big fan of, but you got F. Murray Abraham and Sam Elliott in there. So yeah, so two veteran actors like F. Murray Abraham and Sam Elliott. Okay, I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna be like voicing like older dogs, probably, because well, that's the term nowadays. Because like Sam Elliott, he voiced like an older dog, like in Marmaduke, and then he played an older older T-Rex in the Disney film The Good Dinosaur. So I wouldn't be surprised if he voices like an older dog. So. Yeah, but F. Murray Abraham and Sam Elliott, okay, that's decent voice casting right there. Because I like both those actors. But yeah, but I will probably want to see it because I don't know how to do the Disney Plus stream, whatever. So I'll just probably wait till it comes out on DVD. But trailer looks pretty decent, and a couple of positive things I said about it though. But to me, this looks better than Aladdin and the Lion King. That's just me though. But thanks for watching, and stay tuned on the next video for more me doing me meeting guest stars at the Silicon Valley Comic Con. Later.